Deep within the bustling heart of nature lies a world of perfect order, tireless dedication, and sweet rewards. A world built on collaboration, communication, and a shared purpose. Today, we journey into one of the most fascinating and complex societies on our planet, the hidden kingdom of the honeybee. Join us as we go beyond the familiar buzz and enter the intricate corridors of the beehive. What we uncover might just change the way you see these tiny, winged wonders forever. Prepare to be amazed by the secret life of bees. At the very center of this sprawling metropolis, both figuratively and literally, is the queen. She is the mother of the hive, the single most important individual, and her life is dedicated to one monumental task: laying eggs. In her prime, a healthy queen can lay up to 2,000 eggs in a single day. That's more than her own body weight. She is surrounded at all times by a retinue of attendants who feed her, groom her, and carry away her waste. They ensure her every need is met so she can focus solely on populating her colony. Her presence and the unique pheromones she releases create a sense of unity and purpose that holds the entire hive together. Without a queen, the colony would quickly descend into chaos. From the queen's eggs, a new generation is born. But not all bees are created equal. The future of each tiny larva is determined by its diet. Most larvae are fed a simple diet of pollen and nectar, known as bee bread. These will develop into worker bees, all of them female. However, a select few larvae are chosen for a different destiny. They are fed exclusively on a protein-rich substance called royal jelly. This superfood triggers a cascade of developmental changes, transforming them into new queens. It's a remarkable example of how nurture, not just nature, shapes an individual's role within the society. The vast majority of the hive's population, numbering in the tens of thousands, are the worker bees. And their name says it all. These sterile females are the engine of the colony, performing every task necessary for survival, and their jobs change as they age. A young worker bee begins her life indoors as a house bee. Her first duties are cleaning the cells of the honeycomb, preparing them for new eggs, or for storing food. She then graduates to nursing, feeding the developing larvae. As she gets older, her responsibilities expand. She'll build the exquisite hexagonal wax structures of the comb, receive nectar from returning foragers, and help process it into honey. She also takes on guard duty, standing watch at the hive entrance, ready to defend her home against any intruders, from wasps to bears. Finally, after about 3 weeks of tireless work inside the hive, the worker bee embarks on the final and most perilous phase of her life. She becomes a forager. This is the image of the bee we know best, flitting from flower to flower, dusted with golden pollen. Foraging is a monumental undertaking. A single bee might visit hundreds, even thousands of flowers in a single day, gathering precious nectar and pollen to bring back to the colony. To create just 1 pound of honey, the bees of a hive must collectively fly over 55,000 miles and visit around 2 million flowers. It's an incredible feat of endurance and navigation. The forager's life is short and demanding, often lasting only a few weeks before her wings are literally worn out from constant flight. But how do these foragers find their way to the best patches of flowers? And how do they tell their sisters where to go? They perform one of the most sophisticated forms of communication in the animal kingdom: the waggle dance. When a scout bee returns to the hive after discovering a rich source of nectar, she performs a special dance on the surface of the comb. The direction she moves in relation to the sun tells other bees the direction of the food source. The duration of the waggle part of her dance indicates the distance. It's a symbolic language, a living map, that allows the colony to efficiently exploit resources miles away from the hive. This complex dance is a testament to their incredible intelligence and social cohesion. While the females run the show, what about the male bees? The drones. Drones have a single, specialized purpose in life: to mate with a virgin queen. They are larger than worker bees, with huge eyes to help them spot a queen in midair. They don't forage, they don't help with hive maintenance, and they don't even have stingers. They spend their days flying to drone congregation areas, waiting for the chance to fulfill their genetic destiny. It's a high-stakes game. Mating happens in flight, and for the successful drone, it is his final act. For those that don't succeed, their fate is sealed as autumn approaches. When resources become scarce, the worker bees will unceremoniously evict the drones from the hive, as they are no longer needed and would be a drain on the winter stores. As summer wanes and the days grow shorter, the hive's focus shifts from expansion to survival. The queen's egg-laying slows down, and the last of the summer bees work frantically to gather the final stores of nectar. They must produce enough honey to feed the entire colony through the long, cold months of winter when there are no flowers to forage. This honey is their lifeline. The bees don't hibernate. Instead, they form a tight cluster around their queen. By constantly vibrating their wing muscles, they generate heat, keeping the core of the cluster at a stable, warm temperature, even when it's freezing outside. They slowly consume their honey reserves, rotating from the outside of the cluster to the warm interior, ensuring the entire colony survives to see the spring. The life cycle of the hive is a story of seasons, of birth, of tireless work, and of renewal. When spring arrives, the cycle begins anew. The queen resumes her vigorous egg-laying, the population booms, and the hive once again buzzes with the energy of a new generation. Sometimes, a hive becomes so successful and overcrowded that it needs to divide. This is the process of swarming. The old queen, along with about half of the worker bees, will leave the old hive to find a new home. Before they go, they leave behind several queen cells, ensuring their old colony will have a new leader. The swarm clusters on a nearby branch while scowl bees search for a suitable new cavity. It's a vulnerable time, but it is nature's way of allowing the bee population to expand and thrive. The honeybee hive is more than just a home. It's a superorganism. Each individual bee, while remarkable in its own right, is part of a greater whole, working in perfect synchrony for the good of the colony. From the queen's devoted egg-laying to the workers' selfless labor and the drone's singular mission, every role is essential. They are engineers, nurses, guards, and foragers. Their society is a masterclass in efficiency, communication, and cooperation. The next time you see a bee busily at work on a flower, remember the incredible world she belongs to, a hidden kingdom of gold, built on teamwork and the sweet promise of survival. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more adventures into the natural world.